So I posted a picture of myself and one of the greatest humans to ever exist, Reba McIntyre. And so many of the comments were so excited about how I had the chance to meet Reba. And we should all be excited, don't get me wrong. But I don't think a lot of people realized that that was over 5 years ago that I got to meet Reba. It's been a very long time. Well, I mean, 5 years is or is not. 6 years, 7? It's been a while. And I have to tell the story. I have to tell you guys how I got to meet the one and only Reba McIntyre. So I thought she was really cool my entire life. When I was a kid, that was one of, not kid, but like teenager, that was one of the shows my mom and I used to watch, Reba. And when I graduated from high school or college, I can't remember, but I got I guess it would have been high school. I got all of the DVDs of the seasons, like all 6 seasons, I think it was, on DVD. But her music is also really cool too. I remember when I was just starting to get into country music, and if you're curious for any reason about my long journey of like musical interest, I shared a little bit in like 2 videos ago, like just kind of introducing myself. And there was like this moment in time where I didn't really listen to country radio or like have country albums, but we got cable and I was watching CMT a little bit. And so I saw like Strange by Reba, a couple other songs, but I think Somebody's Chelsea, I think those were the first 2. And I was like, oh, this lady's good. And, you know, of course, as years progressed and with the power of the internet, I eventually realized that everyone else agreed. But for a while, I would hear about someone like Johnny Cash and be like, whoa, do you guys know who this is? And I fell in love with Reba. I just think she's absolutely incredible. I've sung about her in my music. I think I'll just watch Reba with my mom. My mom and I love Reba. My whole family does. My mom and I really do. I really do. So when I got up at the Dove Awards, I know it seems random, but in 2012, I was Dove Awards New Artist of the Year. When I got up and did my acceptance speech, the way that my neurodivergent brain works is that if something pops into my brain, I'm going to say it. And not like oh, it's so silly, she's going to say it, but like, it is not always a positive. So I, for whatever reason, mentioned Reba. It popped into my head, probably because I was in a room of people that I love, and I was thinking about all the things that I love, and I probably thought, I need to make sure they know that I love Reba. Came out of my mouth, and the next day, Reba tweeted, she sent out a tweet that like was congratulating me on my award, and in the next few weeks she called me on the phone and congratulated me and just said it was just so nice to hear from me, and she was proud of me, and she's hoped that I always just continue to pursue my career. About a few years before that as well, I had gotten an autographed picture from her because this guy named Kyle Lawless, he was on a tour, I think doing lighting or video or something, and he set that up. So I want to talk about the phone call, but I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that because Kyle was like one of the guys on iShine, which is like where my career really started. And those guys really looked out for us kids and just like, I don't know, just making sure stuff was special, like them and their wives and families, like we were all one big family. And so that was really cool to get like a signed photo from Reba. Anyway, so fast forward 2012, she puts out this tweet. I'm screenshotting it, running through the house, like losing my mind, like, oh my gosh, it feels like I just won a second award. And then in the next couple of weeks, I got a, hey, are you near your phone? Are you going to be near your phone for a while? Make sure you answer. And I had let's be honest, like I was surrounded by so many nice people and so many great people. So after I mentioned her and after she tweeted about me, there were quite a bit of people that would be like, hey, I know someone that knows Reba, or hey, I know somebody that's on this tour. And it was just overwhelming in a good way that I felt like I was going to meet her, or I felt like I was going to talk to her. I felt like something was going to happen because so many people really wanted to make that happen for me, and it was just so kind. So when I got to talk to her on the phone, it was a brief phone call, but it was a great phone call. I actually recorded it, but I ended up deleting the video because I realized looking back that I recorded only my part of the phone call, and that was not helpful to be able to say, look, listen to Reba talk. It was just me going, yeah, right. So I eventually deleted it because I realized how embarrassing that was that I didn't even record Reba talking. So there's that. That's how the initial connections with Reba started. Then that was 2012. Then we fast forward. I mean, I still love Reba here and there. You know, I'll tweet about something. I remember if I would like hop on one of her like Facebook lives or something, she'd be like, "Hey, JB Gracie," and I would just geek out because I just love her. And so that would happen from time to time. And then it was like 2016, I think it was. I was playing a festival called No Greater Love in Canada. Great festival, had a great time. And their production team was like, "Oh, by the way, Reba's headlining this festival." I'm like, "Oh, I'm playing a show with Reba." Oh, what? And let me just tell you guys the headspace that I'm into. I was a relatively new independent artist. This must have been 2017. I was really having a difficult time with some insecurities and stuff like that, because the festival was in 2017. Because truthfully, a lot of people said once I became an independent artist that I wasn't ever gonna get certain opportunities again, that my dreams were not gonna be successful, that I wasn't even gonna enjoy my career, that I was making a horrible decision by becoming an independent artist. And so to have this moment happen, one of the best moments ever and one of the most just beautiful things that I had prayed for so long, to have it happen in a season where I already felt so depleted and I already felt like I should give up, it just meant so much to me. And so someone from her production team, they reached out and they were like, "Hey, so we know that you're playing the show with Reba, and we were wondering if you would like to sing with her on her song, Back to God." And so I said no. I'm just kidding. So I said yes so quickly. And, I learned my parts and I emailed back and forth with her guitarist. And I learned all the parts I needed to learn. And then when you see the video of Reba and I, that is my girl Kelly. She was my assistant for a while. We're really good friends. She's great. She lives in California. I live in Georgia, so we don't work together right now. But Kelly's my girl. Kelly's filming all of this. She got video of me meeting Reba, of us rehearsing the song. She got photos. She did the thing. And she's a Disney influencer. So I'll leave her. If you like Disney World or Land, you'll love Kelly's content. And so we practiced the song once on stage, or once in the van, the RV, the bus, all the things. I can't think straight. Practiced the song, and then we talked for a minute. I showed how much I love her. And and then Kelly and I was so special that my mom and I got to, my mom and dad got to be at that show, because me, my mom, and Kelly rocked out to Reba side stage while we waited for my turn to go out there, and it was just so great. And we went out there, and then we sang the song, and we exchanged numbers, and we talk every night, all night till 4 a.m. Just kidding. I'm still so giggly about it. It was delightful. Reba is wonderful. She's unbelievable. That's a quote from Barbara Jean. I think season 4, but it was great. I enjoyed the experience so much. That was 2017, and I loved it. I'm grateful for it. My set was great too. Everybody was singing along. Chase was there with me on the drums. He's killing it. And so we had a really good show. The festival was great. I think Hawk Nelson was there too. Love those dudes. And I'm really grateful for that festival. Really grateful for the opportunity to sing with Reba. And it changed my life for the better, because I knew you. I've been changed for good. So hope you guys enjoyed that story on how I met Reebs and how we became collaborative partners. And feel free to comment below if there's any other stories you'd like to hear, any other things you'd like to know about, because I like telling you guys stories. I like telling you guys stuff. Just tell me what you want to know. Okay, bye.